When we last left back in early December, the Banks girls basketball team was just getting warmed up. 2 tournaments and 11 games and wins later, the Braves have ascended to the top of every high school poll in Oregon. Number 1 on the official OSAA 3A rankings, number 1 in Tuesday's coaches poll. Can they keep it rolling to 12-0 at the start of Coastal Range League play? We're going to find out real quick. Banks Braves girls basketball is on the air, built by Jason Bond Remodeling. Hello, Braves fan, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023 Braves Hoops. My name is Jonathan Lee. Over there, that's Trevor Beard. We are set to bring you some high-octane, high-caliber girls basketball in the state of Oregon, 3A style. It's the 3A Coastal Range League, brand new league for the Banks Lady Braves coming over. But, Trevor, this is the team that has really figured it out. They're 11-0 coming in here, the Banks Lady Braves. 7 of those wins, this is the key stat, 7 of those wins are against 4A competition. So you want to talk about battle-tested? Anything that Riverdale can throw against Banks, the Braves have seen it.
Well, the top 3 teams at the 3A girls level are Banks, Sutherland, and Corbett. Corbett's going to be here on Friday. Sutherland, a team that has dominated at the 3A and 4A level for girls basketball for a number of years. It's been a while since Sutherland's won a state title, but one of those state titles came early in my career here at Banks. Banks had a 9-point lead in that game late in the third quarter with a couple of collegiate-level players for Banks at that time, including one now at Northwest Christian. Josh, his last name escapes me at the time, but Josh at Sutherland, one of the best girls basketball coaches at the state. I'd really like to see looking forward to another possible Sutherland-Banks rematch for the girls state title game this year. I know a long ways to go before that happens, but based on the way the defense has been playing and leading to points for their offense, I think there's a pretty good chance that Banks could get all the way to the state title game again this year. But Riverdale, a team that historically has been pretty strong at the 3A level, even when Banks was at 4A, they were able to play Banks pretty close here last year, I think. I think Banks was able to finally pull out a win. I think you were here with me for that game. Connie is, despite coming up from 2A, they're going to have something to say about playoffs, and Corbett as well, obviously. Corbett, a team that knocked Banks out of the state tournament last year with a hot shooting night, beating Banks by 20-plus last year in the state sub-regionals.
Yeah, and both of those teams atop the league in the 2 and 3 of the 3A OSAA rankings, Sutherland and Corbett that you mentioned. They are both twice beaten. The Banks Lady Braves 11-0. And most of those wins, Trevor, have not been close. They have been beatdowns. Only 2 games have really been close on their schedule. Santiam Christian very early on, they won by 7. And their most recent close game was an 11-point win. We'll talk more, on Friday about Corbett and how their schedule has gone. But, I can tell you, just the other night, Corbett on Tuesday, they played the Dowels. I think the only common opponent between Corbett and Banks. The Cardinals beat the Dowels by 15, a team that Banks beat exactly 1 month earlier to the day. It was on January 2nd when Corbett played the Dowels. It was exactly 1 month earlier to the day, December 2nd, when Banks beat the Dowels by 27, 52-25. So Friday is going to be fun as well. This whole week's going to be fun. We're looking at a Riverdale Mavericks team who's number 16. They've been in the top 10 of the OSAA 3A rankings. They've slipped down to number 16. Still a good spot in there. Still in a spot where they could potentially, they're in the playoff position. They're one of the top 3 teams in this league coming in. So they're going to make some noise as well. They're not going to go quietly, but they have lost 3 of their last 5 games after starting the season at 6-0. They were really hot, and of course many of those games that they played were teams that are down, although there was a 3A school, Oregon Episcopal, they beat fairly handily by 21. They beat Sisters at home by 30. Then they played 2A Vernonia on the road, so never easy to go on the road, never easy to go to Vernonia. They won by 21 there. They played down in Salem at Blanchette Catholic, won that game handily. And then they beat Portland Adventist and Nestucca, and then they were hot. They were on fire 6-0, and they played Jervis, who's just a 2A power right now, who beats, Jervis. They played Banks last year, who was a 4A school, and they beat the Lady Braves last year. So that's how good, Jervis is. Actually, Jervis has beaten some other teams this year as well. That's a very good power program. So, nothing to sneeze at there. And then they did beat Riverside in this little stretch, and they beat Portland Christian, but they've lost to a couple of 3A, 2A schools. They've had their problems with the 2A schools, whereas the Braves are 7-0 against 4A schools. Riverdale has had their problems against 2A schools. Their only 3 losses of the season came against 2A competition. Jervis, they lost by 28-56. Salem Academy, they lost 41-59, and then just more recently, their last game of the year, 12-29. This will be their first game of the new year, like Banks, but they lost 36-38 to Colton. So some problems with maybe playing down to their competition, but against 3A schools, they've been all right. So it's going to be a tough one for the Lady Braves tonight. But again, it's for, as Trevor mentioned, for Riverdale, like a lot of teams that play Banks, it's going to be how well can they adapt and handle the pressure, because that full court pressure defense for Banks is going to come very early, and it's going to come relentless, and it's going to come all night. So can you break that press? We've seen some teams come in here to Banks High School have not been able to break that press. Trying to think back, actually the Dowls. We mentioned the Dowls. That was one team. They went through almost half of the first quarter without getting the ball past half court because of that relentless pressure. That's how tough it is. So that's going to be a key right there at the top of the list for Riverdale, is how well they can weather the storm and deal with the relentless full court pressure of the Banks Lady Braves, because this is a very talented Banks team. It's a very athletic Banks team. It's a very quick Banks Braves team. So that's a lot of power. That's a lot of speed coming in there, and not just on their full court pressure, but on the half court end as well. They're very solid there. And of course, another key for the Lady Braves, Trevor, is inside play. Is can they knock down those shots when they get the ball inside to Madison Walker, Madison Bigsby, Alex Saunders? Can Madison Walker knock those shots down? If she can knock those shots down with consistency, I'm going to tell you right now, this game's going to be over before halftime.
Yeah, a lot of their games, at least we've seen in our broadcasts early in the season. We weren't with the team the last 2 weeks over the tournament. I just wanted to mention one other close game they had, the 2-point win over Astoria at the Tillamook. At the Tillamook tournament. Astoria was number 1 in 4A at the time, and they were even able to beat the top team at the 4A level. So
they're still tied for first in 4A.
That's saying a lot when you're able to beat the number 1 team in the classification ahead of you. That a lot of 3A teams wouldn't even be able to hang with the top team in the next classification, let alone win. So, but they have a lot of history together too, Banks and Astoria, from the Co-op League, and we're going to see Astoria here next Saturday. That should be a great game.
Yeah, those two were every time they met up and played together, it was great games going head-to-head. Well-coached teams, 2 awesome coaches for the Lady Braves over the years, and then even this season as well. But it looks like we are about set to go, as we got about, well, the clock is stopped with 1:04, but I think they just decided, you know what, we're right at like 7:29, so it's time to get it started. We're going to get the starting introductions. Let's break away. We'll take a timeout here before we tip things off. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves basketball, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling, and we'll hear from Jason Bond.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops, and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Season. Well, the non-conference portion pretty much done. The preseason's over. We are into the season now. The first game of two big ones here. Tonight it's the number 16 Riverdale Mavericks. Friday night it is the number 3 Corbett Cardinals. But first things first, looking squarely at the Riverdale Mavericks. Not looking ahead at all. And, of course, the starting 5 for the Lady Braves pretty much the same as always. The distributor is starting at the point guard. Haley Evans being introduced right now. Alex Saunders, Jocelyn Janicek, Madison Bigsby, and Madison Walker. That's your starting 5 on the floor for the Banks Lady Braves. Starting for the Riverdale Mavericks, it is Lily and Abby Zaraski, Issa Mia, Olivia Skalich, and Cosette Mia. Got two sisters in the starting 5 for the Riverdale Mavericks. And yes, Trevor, I do remember that game. That was the second game, if I remember right, second game of the season last year, and Banks pulled that one out. And we are underway. Banks will win the tip. Madison Walker tips it right back to Haley Evans, and the Braves are going right to left as you see things on your screen. Banks High School, the gym situated east to west in the situation. There's a turnover right out of the get-go for the Braves, and so we're going to come down. Zaraski has it off in the corner to Mia. Issa Mia tries to go cross court. It was stolen away by Haley Evans, and she has it coming back the other way. Going to drive all the way in. Now going to throw it back out to Bigsby. Back to Evans, inside to Walker. Out to Saunders. Going to go off the inside low block. Lost the ball. Turnover to the Mavericks. And they go up, throw up an ugly shot, an air ball. And it's another turnover back to the Braves. Haley Evans will walk the ball across the midcourt line. Does so now. In between the rings. Now going to favor the right side. Now back over to the left. Going to drive. Nope. Going to work the other way. Kick it out to Janicek in the wing. Goes inside. Too hard. Back out to Janicek. Too hard for Saunders. Goes inside for Madison Walker. Turnaround in the lane. Got it. Gotta have it. 2 points right out the get-go for Madison Walker. And here comes that press. And just like that, off the 2, a steal and a basket, and it's 4-0 Banks. Riverdale does break the press this time to Lily Zaraski, and the ball is stolen in the front court by Madison Walker. Here come the Lady Braves, 6.5 minutes to go, 4-0 Banks. Haley Evans has the ball. Now over to Saunders, inside for Madison Walker on the low block, takes a dribble, now terminates it, off to Evans. Has it on the right side. Haley going to bring it up in between the circles again. Now back it out, set up the offense. Gets it inside for Madison Walker. Hounded inside. Out to Madison Bigsby. A three-pointer. Ring it up. Madison Bigsby feeling it. And it's 7-0. Lady Braves under 6 to go. And here comes the Riverdale Mavericks with that pressure against them. Zaraski has it up top. Lily Zaraski tries to split the defense. That's not going to work. Kicks it outside, another turnover, yep. And Janicek runs it down ahead to Madison Bigsby, can't hang on to it. Tries to tip it off of a Riverdale Maverick, but to no avail, and it's going to be a turnover back to Riverdale. But that allows the Banks Braves to set up their whole team in backcourt and bring out the pressure. And this is what they do. Get it inside to Cosette Mia. She gets it across the midcourt stripe now. Now loses it. Hounded by Saunders. Gets it over to Zaraski, Abby Zaraski. Inside to Issa Mia. Three-pointer put up by Cosette Mia, and she scores it. Cosette Mia, the first points for Riverdale with 5:20 to go, and it's 7-3. Lead cut to 4. Braves have just had a 7-0 lead that they open up the game with. Madison Walker has it up high. Gives it to a cutting Alex Saunders. Throws it up, it's no good, but she was fouled. So Alex will go to the free throw line with 5:07 to go in the first quarter for 2 free throws, as the foul is going to be charged to Lily Zaraski. Her first foul. Lily Zaraski, she is a 5'8" freshman for the Riverdale Mavericks. Not to be confused with the Mountainside Mavericks. First free throw is off the front of the iron. That is very unlike Alex Saunders, Trevor. She's normally a very good free throw shooter. Second free throw on the way, takes a couple of dribbles. Deep knee bend. It's in the air. It's in the bucket. It's good. 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 ain't bad for Alex Saunders. She's got 1 point. It's 8-3. Here comes the pressure again. Inside it goes now to Mia. Back outside to Zaraski. Abby Zaraski. Shots off, no good. Rebound, Madison Walker. Haley Evans has it in backcourt. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Lady Braves lead at 8-3. 5-point lead. They led by 7, as many as 7, 7-0. Janisic has it, going to go to the right side. Now trying to go inside for Walker. Does so off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Olivia Skalich. Here come the Mavs. They get it into the front court on the long pass. Now over to, the Zaraski, and it's no good. Saunders has it coming back the other way. Has it knocked from behind, and that's a turnover to go see it Mia. Get it in the front court, over in the corner. Abby Zaraski has it. Hounded by Janasek. Now they go inside, stolen away by Madison Walker. One-on-one with Saunders. Working against Zaraski. Gets it out to Janasek on the left wing. Jocelyn over to Haley Evans in between the circles. Now favors the right side, calls out a play. Now terminates her dribble, needs help. Off to Saunders. Towards the left side, Saunders now off to Janasek, left wing. Bounce pass right to the defender. Great defense there by Riverdale to steal that. That's Cosette Mia that read that all the way. Goes in the corner now to Issa Mia for a 3. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Chased down by Haley Evans, and she's got a little bit of pressure behind her. She loses the ball. Madison Walker right there to collect it. Here come the Braves. Nice give and go between Janasek and Madison Walker. Time out, Riverdale. And we'll step aside 2. 3:23 to go in the opening quarter. It's the Lady Braves 10, the Mavericks 3. We'll be back after this from Jim's Market.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
In the opening quarter, back up to a 7-point lead for the Lady Braves. That matches their largest lead. They had a 7-0 lead off the get-go, and it's back up to that at 10-3. Here comes the full court pressure as Abby Zaraski tries to get it off to Cosette Mia in backcourt, and ball's knocked out of bounds by, I believe, Alex Saunders. Got her hand on that in backcourt, but Riverdale will again try to get it out of backcourt. Good luck. Issa Mia, nope, they didn't do it. Knocked away, but it's knocked right back to Riverdale. And it's again poked away by Haley Evans and stolen away by Tyler Rose, who's checked into the game. And she's knocked to the floor by, foul's gonna go against Adeline Chanty. They said 15. And a shot inside for Madison Walker. 6 points for Madison Walker in the lead up to 9.
15's not on the court for Riverdale.
It's 14. It's Cosette Mia who got the foul, but he held up 1-5.
Oh, okay.
The ball's knocked away from Abby Zaraski in the backcourt. It's going to be a pushing foul called against Alex Saunders, her first foul, first team foul on Banks. Riverdale still has it. Zaraski controlling the ball. That's Abby Zaraski. Has it left wing now. Now give it back over to Mia, Issa Mia. Mia thought about the 3, now going to go inside, and she has the ball stripped away, but they're going to call a foul before the steal, and the foul is going to be charged to, they say, number 22 for the Banks Braves, and that is Madison Walker, her first foul, second team foul on the Lady Braves.
Who scored the last field goal for Banks?
That was Madison Walker.
Okay.
Issa Mia hits the free throw. Mamma Mia, Issa Mia. First free throw. Second free throw on the way. It's good. Mia with 2 points. And the Mavericks with 5 points in the game. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Lady Braves back to that 7-point lead. Their largest lead was just 9. Tyler Rose has it in backcourt. Off to Haley Evans. Working against Zaraski. Breaks the little pressure with ease. Evans has it, favoring the left side. Now going to go back to the right to Rose. Actually, beg your pardon, that's Brooklyn Robinson who checked in. Now they have it down low for Madison Bigsby, or McKenna King, who's checked in. McKenna King scored that in the lane. It's back to a 9-point lead. Wholesale substitutions. Try to get all those substitutions as we go. Zaraski has it, working against Tyler Rose. Now back on top it goes to Cosetmia. Has it right wing, takes a three. It's no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound, Haley Evans. Here comes the Lady Braves. Up by 9, 14-5, trying to add to it. They can make it a double-digit lead this trip with a basket. Gets it off to Alex Saunders at the elbow. Now back out to Tyler Rose. Three-pointer on the way. Rim it up, no good. Rebound by Rose. Nice hustle, goes back up, no good. Rebound by McKenna King. Lost it, and here come the Riverdale Mavericks to the other way. It's Lily Zaraski goes up, and she was rejected. Swatted away, nice clean block, but the officials didn't agree as they're going to call the foul. Going to call a foul on Haley Evans. Trevor, you want to know how much of a official shortage we have in Oregon? Well, 2 of these officials that worked the boys game and now are working this game, the girls game, they worked last night's Southridge Glencoe boys basketball game. That's how bad of a shortage it is in Oregon. Second free throw on the way is good for number 2, Zaraski. And it's 14-7, 7-point game. We're playing that football score again. 1:22 to go. Ball poked out of bounds, but Banks is going to put the ball back and play. McKenna King will do the honors to Jocelyn Janicek, who's running the show now. It's off the right side. In the corner it goes to King. Inside for
Nice
Brooklyn
pass.
Robinson, and she scores it. The freshman Brooklyn Robinson gets in the scorebook, and it's 16-7. Here comes the full court pressure by the Lady Braves. Tyler Rose and Jocelyn Janicek, 2 of the better defenders on this team. And Riverdale does break the press with Lily Zaraski. Now they get out to Abby Zaraski, right wing 3. Rim it off, no good. Rebound coming down to McKenna King, and we got a bump in back court. It's going to go against Riverdale. Banks is going to inbound the ball right down to the right of us. Couple of new substitutions in for the Riverdale Mavericks. Checking in number 20, that's Sadie Meeker-Klingel. Also, Olivia Scalich is in there. Jocelyn Janicek runs the offense for the Braves. Leaves it for Brooklyn Robinson, right wing. Needs some help. Gets it back to Janicek on the right wing, dribbling. Now terminates her dribble off to Tyler Rose. Over to McKenna King, left side. There's a little ball play and timeout called by Nick Rizzo. He saw something that he does not like, and he wants to talk this over. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Rizzo. So we'll just leave it here with 26.6 seconds. We're near the quarter break, so we'll take our break at the quarter break with a 9-point lead. And the Braves bringing the pressure, Trevor, as we talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, the 7-0 run to start the game right now, pretty much the difference in the game. And at least the first couple weeks of the season, the difference has been the full court pressure that they start each game with, and that's kind of been the difference early. Riverdale, a couple of free throws at the line, but outside of that, not much scoring.
Well, we talked about that. We wanted to see Madison Walker get the ball inside, and I think it really shows that they've been working on that in practice and in the last couple of weeks, because she's got 7 points here in the first half and been doing some great work inside. Here we go, back to the action. McKenna King has it left wing, off to and here we go to Madison Bigsby. Now off to Brooklyn Robinson, and tries to get off to Tyler Rose, but she cut inside, and I think she thought that Rose was going to cut back outside and threw it away. So it's going to be a turnover. Riverdale has it with 6.7 seconds to go. Not really much you can do here, but they will try. Zaraski has it. Back over to Lily Zaraski. A three-pointer at the horn, and yeah, you can do that. She hits the three-pointer at the horn. She's got 4 points for Riverdale, and they get a little bit of life with a three-pointer at the end of the quarter. Our score, Banks 16, Riverdale 10. We'll be back after this from Sarah Hesselman.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Pressure defense again. Cosette Mia brings it across for Riverdale. Gets it ahead to Issa Mia. Ball swatted away, but Zaraski runs it down off to Abby Zaraski. Trying to go back up to, gets it down in the corner to Skalitz. She tried to go back to Abby, and it was knocked out of bounds. So Riverdale will put it in play right from the Banks Braves bench, and it's stolen away by Alex Saunders. Going the other way, jump stop off the rim, no good, but she was fouled. And so Alex Saunders go back to the free throw line for 2 more free throws, where she is 1 of 2, a chance to give the Braves their largest lead of this game. Banks looking to get their first win in the Coastal Range League, their 12th win of the season against 0 defeats. And the first free throw there is good by Alex Saunders. Second free throw on the way. Takes a couple of dribbles, spins the ball. It's in the air. It's in the bucket. It's good. Right through. 22-10. Banks by 12. They've led the whole way. Don't expect them to trail in this one. With that full court relentless pressure. Riverdale tries to break it. They do. They get in the front court, and then they turn it over. Well, a near turnover is getting her hand in there at the last second was Madison Bigsby. Did knock the ball out of bounds. So save the possession for Riverdale. Riverdale trying to make it interesting. They're down 12 now, and they throw the ball down for the corner, but it goes off of one of the Lady Braves. And so putting the ball back in play is Cosette Mia. She does so against Zaraski. Back to Mia. Back to Zaraski. Out high. Guarded, hounded by Saunders. Now back over to Mia. In the corner, it goes to Skalitz. A wild error ball 3. And that's a turnover. Here's a long baseball pass. The run out for the Braves. Nice pass, but the finish not there. And here comes Riverdale. Back the other way. It is Zaraski. And almost another turnover. And now there is a turnover. The ball loose on the court. Riverdale runs it down. Off to Zaraski. Over to Mia. Three-pointer. Ribbon off. No good. Basket didn't want it. Rebound by Madison Bigsby. Gives it off to Haley Evans. Under 5 to go. Lady Braves lead by a dozen. 22-10. Off to Madison Walker out high on the high post. Now gets it over to Tyler Rose, right wing. Back over to Evans. Right side, and we've got a foul on the other side. A hold is the call. They're going to get Livia Skalitz with the foul. 4th team foul against, 15th foul against Riverdale. And it's not going to be 13. It's going to be Cosette Mia, her second foul. 4:46 to go. Braves put the ball back in play. Haley Evans has it. Calls out a play. Gives it off to Walker. Left side. She dribbles out high. Off to Jocelyn Janasek. A deep 3. Ooh, that looked good, but it rimmed off. Rebound comes down to Riverdale. Back in the front court. Ball it was nipped from behind by Alex Saunders. Here come the Lady Braves. It's Haley Evans all the way to the rack. Score it! Haley Evans all the way. And her first 2. And the lead for the Lady Braves is 2 touchdowns at 24-10. Issa Mia off to Cosette Mia. Back to Issa, left wing. Hounded by Crowell. Mayless Crowell who's checked in. Lost the ball again off the back, high off the back of the glass. And here come the Lady Braves. Watch behind, Haley. Watch behind. Yep, she did. And she resets the offense for the Lady Braves. Off to Madison Walker. Wide open in the lane. Goes up. No good. Too strong. Rebound coming down to Adeline Chanty that time. And we got a foul against her. That's against Madison Walker. Her second foul. And like she's going to have a seat. Probably going to sit with 3:45 to go. I would expect maybe Nick might just sit her down for the rest of the half with those 2 fouls. Don't get the third one here. Coming in for her is Madison Bigsby. There's a steal. Crowell is in there. It's controlled by Alex Saunders, and she leaves it for the distributor, Haley Evans. Walks it across the midcourt line, the Banks Arrowhead logo. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Jock in for position. It's a foul on Riverdale. Number 15, that's Adeline Chanty, her first foul. 6th team foul against Riverdale, so the next foul will put Banks at the free throw line. into Alex Saunders. Nice pass from Evans, no good. Ball tipped around, and it's controlled this time by Riverdale. Lady Braves lead at 24-10 with 3:24 to go. Ball poked from behind. It's a turnover. Back to the Lady Braves. Here we go. And it's Maylish Crowell all the way to the rack. No good. Rebound to Alex Saunders, and she puts it back up and in. Alex Saunders with double figures here today with 10 points. It's 26-10, the largest lead of the game for the Lady Braves, and Riverdale needing time. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called by the coach. They need to stop the run here. It's a run for the Lady Braves, and Riverdale trying to get some control here to try and not let this game get out of hand, because, Trevor, it is headed that territory of getting out of hand.
Yeah, Banks a team of runs based off of their pressure defense, and started the game on a 7-0 run. Right now on a 10-0 run to start the third quarter in a little just under 5 minutes. And Riverdale's got to find ways to get points, otherwise this game's gonna get over quick.
Yeah, Riverdale has shown some at times that they can settle down and work the ball around the perimeter. And that's really been the key for Riverdale, is when they can get out there and take some time and work the ball around the perimeter, find the shooters and where they're at, and set up and take their shots. But Banks has done a great job, as they've done with a lot of teams this year, of really frustrating that. And with that pressure, they don't let them to get down there and set up and run their offense and work the ball around. They make them, push and try to advance the ball into the way they can, and they're forcing them into turnovers. And that's basically how Banks has gotten their run-outs and their scores. They're up by 16 with 3 minutes to go, and another foul called. I believe that's going to be Maylish Crowell. Yeah, that's her first foul. 15th foul against the Braves with under 3 minutes to go. Riverdale has 6 fouls. Next Riverdale foul will put Banks to the line. Mia has it out high. They go now in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebound coming down to Brooklyn Robinson. And she needs help, gets it off to Jocelyn Janisek, who gets it in. Jocelyn now running the show again with Haley getting a break. Ball knocked away for a second. King has it. Up in the corner, back, trying to go back to King. It's loose on the floor, still loose in backcourt, and that's going to be won by Riverdale this time. Abby Zaraski has it, working against Crowley. It's no good, maybe partially blocked against, actually it wasn't Crowley, it was Emily Graham that she's working against. Jocelyn Janisek brings it up for the Lady Braves. Midcourt stripe, over to McKenna King, left wing. Does some nice work with the ball, the triple threat position. In the corner, it goes now back out to Jocelyn Janisek. Gonna drive into the corner, now trying to go bounce pass inside for Robinson, but it's stolen away by Riverdale. Come back the other way to Zaraski. Abby Zaraski now has it from Lily. 3-point attempt on the way. It's rimming off, no good. Rebound came down through the brace for a second, but stolen away by Zaraski. And now they get it up to Skalich. Olivia Skalich, double teamed over there. Gets it into Lily Zaraski. Nice little underhanded reverse lay-in for Lily Zaraski. And that is her 6th point. 5th and 6 points of the game. It's 26-12 with 90 seconds to play before halftime. It goes in the corner now to Maylish Crowell. Nice little scoop underhanded pass. Back to Crowell for a 3-pointer. That's a 2. Foot was on the line. Long 2, but no good. Rebound coming down to Abby Zaraski. 1:15 and counting here in the first half. Braves lead at 26-12. They haven't scored in about a minute and a half, and neither has Riverdale there. And rebound to Jocelyn Janisek. Tyler Rose going to check in at the next dead ball for the Braves. Get the ball inside to McKenna King. Nice bounce pass wraparound, but no good. Rebound, another opportunity for the Braves. Maylish Crowell, right wing 3 this time. Rode off, no good. Rebound McKenna King. Had it knocked out of her hands, and it comes down to Riverdale with under 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. Going to back it out. Get it off to, that's Isamia. Over to Zaraski, directing traffic with Lily Zaraski. Now back off to Mia, Isamia, hounded by Jocelyn Janisek. Going to drive inside, gets it cross court, and we got a foul. And they're going to inbound this ball underneath. Foul on one of the Banks Braves. It's going to go against Brooklyn Robinson. Brooklyn Robinson caught for hanging on, holding Wholesale substitutions for the Lady Braves. Haley Evans back on the court. Madison Bigsby back on the court, replacing Brooklyn Robinson. And Tyler Rose is in there, along with Emily Graham. And Tyler Rose is in there. Looks like Madison Bigsby is in there. McKenna King is also in there. It's another attempt for Riverdale. Get it in. They do. Controlled by Cosette Mia. Guarded by Tyler Rose. Over to Lily Zaraski. Inside to Lily Zaraski. Into a trio of Banks defenders. Now off to Cosette Mia. Pulls up a little running one-hander in the lane off the left elbow, and it's good for Cosette Mia. She's got 4 points. It's a dozen lead again for the Braves, and there's a running one-hander at the buzzer for the Banks Lady Braves, and turnabout fair play at the buzzer of the first quarter. Riverdale hit a three-pointer at the buzzer, and right here a little running one-hander for the Lady Braves at the buzzer at the first half, and that is how the first half comes to an end, with the Lady Braves leading it 28-14, their largest lead, and yes, that is going to count. 28-14, Braves on top. We're going to break away and take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves basketball, presented by, or built by, Jason Bonner Modeling.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com, or call us at 503-648-2341.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Do you or someone you know own a business? As a local business ourselves, we know how important daily operations are, which is why we offer small dollar business loans for equipment, building upgrades, machinery, and more. The credit union even provides employee benefits for business members. Learn more at wanafcu.org or ask to speak with a commercial team member today. Again, to learn more, visit wanafcu.org.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5787. 5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Proud to broadcast high school athletics online from Portland's West Side. We are West Side Mobile Media, Banks, Oregon.
Halftime here at Banks High School. We welcome you back. The Lady Braves leading it 28-14, and right now a little exhibition game as you got the future of Banks Lady Braves basketball. Little inter-squad scrimmage going on down there. This is Trevor. This is why Banks basketball is so good, because they have a very top-notch youth sports program, don't they?
Yeah, not only basketball, but football as well, baseball. They have a strong youth baseball program too, but not really any involvement with the varsity program like football and basketball. But football senior night, we saw probably about 100 kids recognized at halftime. Braves Buddy Night, which has been a long time standing tradition, even before I came here about 12 years ago and started broadcasting about 7 years ago. Braves Buddy Night was a long-standing tradition, even going back further than that. Buddy Nights are great nights. You can't find a place to park here if you don't get here about an hour before game time on Buddy Nights. Almost the whole town is here. Probably close to 40-50 kids for each Buddy Night, one for boys and one for girls. And it's almost like a farm team at the professional level, with like a semi-pro team in baseball is for the Major League Baseball teams.
Yeah, it's good to see. I'm gonna give a little tip of the cap here, as this is giving me memories. I did a lot of youth sports basketball coaching in Eugene for Sheldon High School. Sheldon, very similar, has the situation, very close community with the high school coaches, the high school teams. I remember when you would start youth basketball, you'd meet. This was some people might remember him. Girls basketball coach Luke Roth was the coach for Sheldon High School back in the day. A very long-time coach at Sheldon and very good coach. Won a lot of state championships with Sheldon. Now Brian Brancato, actually a classmate of mine at Cottage Grove. Brian is now the coach at Sheldon High School. He's really got a tough team to work with. It's kind of bare out there. They've not really won a lot of games this year. But, yeah, I remember those games with Luke Roth. Luke Roth would have, a camp, and it would be for just Sheldon area kids. And then it'd be a coaches meetings, like all the coaches get together, the high school coaches. And I coached a competitive team in the junior high level. It's a 7th grade quad A team. And we actually got the actual playbooks for Sheldon High School varsity and would run the same. They wanted us to run the same playbooks. Sheldon, the football, they do that as well. For the 7th and 8th grade teams, they want you to run the same plays the high school runs, because it's kind of like a feeder. Like you said, it's a feeder into high school. It gets them into what you run it. You get used to running the same plays high school does, and you're doing it at a young level. And for us, I was actually blessed. I had I remember, this will tell you how good the team was. I had a couple of players that their parents played on the Oregon women's basketball team.
Wow.
So, and we were beating the other 7th grade quad A teams by 20, 30 points, even with the bench in. So they actually put us into the 8th grade. You said, all right, that's it. You guys are playing 8th grade teams. We were still beating 8th grade A teams. We had to play the other 8th grade quad A teams. The boys team wanted to play my girls team, and the Sheldon boys team wanted to play my girls team, and we actually beat them, and so their coaches said, all right, that's it, no more. boys losing to the girls. The coach is like, no more. We don't want to lose. But that's it. Anyways, that's great times. A little bit of memory, and the game there is over. It's really like those tight knit communities, and that's Sheldon. That's in a big city of Eugene, but still, it was that small town feel in that community, and those are great times. And particularly when you get to, like you're saying with buddy night. I mean, they didn't really have a buddy night, but it was cool to see some of the Sheldon varsity players come to our games and watch the girls, and then likewise our girls, they always wanted to go watch the Sheldon varsity games. So that's really cool experience. Great for the kids, both for the younger kids and even the high school kids. It's really awesome to get that feel, get the whole feeling, and it keeps them connected so that they're not outside doing other things. Like, unfortunately, some people this week like to bite people's ears off, and so they're not outside biting people's ears off.
Should have him fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like who would win? Like, Mike might actually be in trouble. Halftime here at Banks High School. It is 28-14. The Lady Braves back out on the court. They are, Haley Evans is taking some shots up. Everybody else kind of staying loose, stretching out. Riverdale back out as well. They're putting some shots up. And there's the horn, but still got the last 60 seconds here. The officials back out on the court. Yeah, Trevor, going back to the officials, like the last game, I was going to tell you this during one of the breaks, but I couldn't believe it. I was like looking, I was like, wait a second. This guy looks familiar. Oh, yeah. I watched the Southridge game on the video feed at Glencoe, and it's like, yeah, particularly because I know you know that guy down there.
Yeah.
And, two of these guys one of the guys is new because they had a younger guy in the boys game, but which, by the way, I did mention, so I guess I'll go ahead and say Southridge actually won that game last night at Glencoe, 86-29.
Wow.
Actually, shout out to Keenan Recamp, my coworker's son. He scored 11 points, second leading scorer. He's a sophomore, and he started for Southridge. They got a game Friday night. All right, here we go. We're ready for the second half here. It's the Banks Lady Braves going left to right as we see things together. Haley Evans has it over to Jocelyn Janicek. Little left wing pass to Madison Bigsby. Scored off the glass. Madison Bigsby scoring. That's her fourth points of the night. She had 2 first half. 30-14, Braves up by 16 as we get the second half underway. Cosette Mia has it. On top now it goes to Abby Zaraski. Now back over to Cosette Mia, who's going to start the second half. Off to Issa Mia, going to drive inside, lays it up glass. Issa Mia scores. That's her 4th points of the game. It's 30-16 now. But that's one thing that this Riverdale team does not want to do. You don't want to trade baskets with Banks at this point. That's not going to work. Madison Walker has it inside to Alexander. She goes up, gets bumped. And Alex Saunders. That's another thing Alex Saunders is good at. If she's not scoring inside the lane, she knows how to get to the free throw line. And she can usually make you pay once she gets to the free throw line. She missed the first one of the game, but she's hit her last 3 free throws. Make it last 4th free throws. Boy, I'm glad that went down, Trevor. There was no jinx. Second free throw on the way. Eyes the hoop. It's in the air. It's in the bucket. It's good.
I have her with 13.
15 points now. I had her at 13 at halftime. Here we go, 32-16. It's a 16-point lead for the Lady Braves. The ball goes inside for Cosette Mia off glass. And now it's 32-18. Trading buckets is Riverdale. You don't want to do that. You want to get buckets and get stops. That's how you get back into games. Nice ball moving it inside. Looked like Zaraski stepped out of bounds on the baseline, but no call. And nonetheless, rebound comes down to the Lady Braves. Jocelyn Janicek working hard for another long rebound. Off to Haley Evans, checks behind her. Nobody there. Goes over to Madison Bigsby, inside to Madison Walker. Madison to Madison, that connection will work. Another 2 points for Madison Walker. Gotta love that. 34-18, 16-point lead for the Lady Braves again. Isamia has it in the corner. Back on top. Oh, Saunders went for the steal. Now got to get back on defense. Ball goes on high now to Zaraski. Hounded by Alex Saunders. Back off to Mia, Cosette Mia. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Madison Walker's shoe. If this were the Pac-12, they'd call that a kickball. Here, they just call it out of bounds. Ball goes inside for Lily Zaraski, and then she gets it off to Adeline Chanty, and she lost it out of bounds. So that's going to go back to, well, I guess they're saying it was tipped by Banks because they're going to go the ball to Riverdale. I didn't see the tip, but Riverdale will have it, down by 16. Get it off the right wing to Mia, Cosette Mia. Over to Lily Zaraski. Gonna dribble in between the circles now and tried to dribble to the defense, and she did a good job because she drew the contact against the double team. Dribbled through it. Foul's gonna be charged to Jocelyn Janisek, her first. Got her with the body. Zaraski has it left wing, doing a little dribbling expedition before she gets it off to Mia. Isa Mia. Now over to Scalich. Now inside to Isa Mia. Now outside to Lily Zaraski. Gonna pull up in the lane after driving and score it. Lily Zaraski. I have her down with 8 points. 34-20 is the lead now. 14-point lead for the Lady Braves. Janisek has it on top to right side now to Madison Bigsby, and she was trying to go inside for Walker, but Madison Walker went the other way, and it's a turnover back to Riverdale. Going to go inside to Lily Zaraski, throw it off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Madison Walker. And here comes the Lady Braves, 4:24 and counting to go in the third quarter. And timeout called by Nick Rizzo. He wants to talk some things over, do a little coaching, always coaching here. A lot of good coaches, Trevor, always say that every moment is a teachable moment. And got a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. 4:21 to go, third quarter. It's Banks 34, Riverdale 20. This is Banks Lady Braves basketball. We're going to be back after this from Scoggins Creek Coffee.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
Welcome back to Banks High School. 4:21 to go in the third quarter. Lady Braves leading at 34-20. They had a 16-point lead at 32-16. A little bit of a 4-2 run here, but Braves have the ball. They called the timeout. Coach Nick Rizzo just wanted to kind of settle some things down, reassure the game plan, and here we go. See what the Lady Braves do here in the execution-wise. Evans has it to Tyler Rose, cross court to Janisek. Long pass inside for Tyler Rose, and boy, did Riverdale bite on that. They thought that was a 3. Boy, did they, and Tyler Rose in the scorebook. Nope, not a 3. Here we go back the other way. Cosette Mia inside to Lily Zaraski, hounded by Haley Evans. Off to Scalich, a little elbow jumper, that's a 2, and she scores it. Olivia Scalich, her first 2. 36-22. Lead back to 14. Evans off to Tyler Rose. Going to dribble on top now. Leave it for McKenna King. Going to go left side over to Evans. Going to drive inside. Throws up a little floater. It's no good. Gets her own rebound off to Janisek. Backs up. Now goes off the low block and off. Kissing off the glass. 2 points for Jocelyn Janisek. 2 more points. It's 38-22. And we got a reach-in foul inside. Going to go against Alex Saunders. Diving for the loose ball. They get her. That's just her second foul, though. Second team foul on the Banks Braves. Cosette Mia has it against the double team. Gives it off to Lily Zaraski. Left wing does a walking dribble. Now get it over to the right side. As falling down is Abby Zaraski. Fell down, but looks like she was pushed. Boy, they are really calling this game tight, Trevor. Whew. A lot of fouls, and looks like they're saying she was tripped. They're calling for tripping on Tyler Rose. I've never seen Tyler Rose trip anybody. Don't agree with that call at all. I think he just got the wrong motion. Dude, didn't trip anybody. (38-22). Haley Evans has it right wing, dribbles through the defense and tries to go inside for Saunders, but it was knocked away by Skalich. Here comes Riverdale the other way. Zaraski goes up, no good. Rebound, won by Rose and the Braves. Here comes Haley Evans, was asking for a foul there, and I don't blame her. She goes the other way, off glass, no good. Rebound, loose, knocked down, back in play, and Riverdale comes up with it. Whew. Helter-skelter action here a little bit. Zaraski has it. Off to Cosette Mia. Back on top to Zaraski. Three-pointer out front. No good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound. Don't fight for it, girls. Banks, three players fighting for it, and they just give way to Haley Evans. Goes inside. Nice pass for Saunders, but basket didn't want it. Zaraski comes the other way for Riverdale with two defenders behind her. And oh my gosh, my goodness gracious. That's a horrible call. They're gonna get Tyler Rose for the foul, but I was looking at the play and she had her arm straight up and she didn't have the body near her. No contact whatsoever. There comes a certain time when, I mean, I get it. You don't want any problems. You want to control the game, but you just got to let them play at some points. And right now is the time you just let them play. That's a no call in my book. That's unbelievable.
Well, there had been a little something going on with her and Tyler Rose, too, over the last couple of possessions as far as, like, going at each other, and I think that's another reason why that foul may have been called. But I don't think you call that in a normal situation, but I think maybe to just kind of break up the heated battle, getting a little bit too heated between the two players.
38-23, 15-point lead for the Lady Braves. Cross-court pass over to Emily Graham. Now she terminates her dribble off to Tyler Rose, right wing, goes inside for Brooklyn Robinson. Lady Braves have a lot of new players out there on the court right now. Basically, actually, the entire second and third unit is out there right now. As I look and see, Maylis Crowell is in the game. Robinson has it now. Crowell has it right now on the right wing. Back on top it goes. Inside to Tyler Rose. Goes up in the lane. It's no good. Ball tipped around and into the hands of the Riverdale Mavericks. Back the other way. They miss a wide open lay-in. Tyler Rose has it in backcourt. Off to Emily Graham. Works her way through the defense into the front court. Emily Graham looks like she's running the show right now. Bounce pass it over to Tyler Rose, right wing. Gonna go baseline now, all the way up. Goes up, gets the foul. Smart move by Tyler Rose. Just went up, got the baseline. They let her get to the baseline, and she drove to the basket. Didn't really have a shot to score it up, but saw the bigger defender there and goes up against her and got her in the air. That's a smart move. And free throws for Tyler Rose. And she knocks it down. 39-23, 16-point lead again for the Lady Braves. Checking into the game for Riverdale, Adeline Chanty and Sadie Meeker-Klingel.
We're going to have more points in this game than we did in the boys.
Second free throw by Tyler, rimming off, no good. Rebound coming down to Cosette Mia for Riverdale. Guarded by Tyler Rose. That is a mismatch. Off to Lily Zaraski. Ball loose on the court. Maylis Crowell down there, gets it back. Nice effort by Maylis Crowell to come up with that basketball. Emily Graham has it. Almost lost it, but gets it back. Now terminates her dribble off to Maylis Crowell. Over to Tyler Rose. Whipping inside for Madison Walker. She lost it. Too hot to handle, and a jump ball is going to be called alternating possession Possession arrow favors Riverdale. Nick Crow, hands in his pocket. Coach Nick, hands in his pockets, just looking on. 35 seconds and counting to go. Riverdale has it back the other way. Cosette Mia terminates her dribble now with Jocelyn Janicek on her. That's not what you want. Now loose ball and then another jump ball. This is going to go back to Banks with 25.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lady Braves lead it by 16, 39 points. They had 28 at halftime. They've scored 11 here in the third quarter. It's been 11-9 so far here in the third quarter, with the Banks winning yet another quarter. Janicek has it up top. Off to Malis Crowd. Tried to go inside for Walker. It's poked away and stolen by Abby Zaraski. Has it on the right side. Backing it out now at 9 seconds. Three-pointer on the way. It's rimming off no good. And coming out of the rebound is Krause. She gets off to Janicek. 1 second. That's going to do it. Yep, no shot put up by the Lady Braves. And 3 quarters in the books. One more quarter to go. Lady Braves are 8 minutes away from going to 12-0 and 1-0 in league play. Our score, Lady Braves 39, Riverdale 23. Back after this from Lady Braves basketball built by Jason Bonner Modeling.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
Eight minutes on the board, the final 8 minutes of this game. The Lady Braves outscoring again Riverdale in another quarter. This time it was 11-9 in the third quarter, but they've scored double digits in all 3 quarters. And here we go. Riverdale will get the ball to start the fourth and final quarter, down by 16. Zaraski has it inside to Zaraski. Back to Zaraski outside and ring it up. Three-pointer for, that's Abby Zaraski. Haley Evans brings it up. Lead is 13. Evans has it in between the circles. Off to Jocelyn Janicek. Long, that's not a long, that's a long pass inside to Madison Bigsby. Almost caught me, but I knew what was going on. That's a pass to Madison Bigsby for 2, and it's 41-26. All right, and yeah, as you said earlier, Trevor, I think we're nearing on breaking the score total from the boys' game. Zaraski has it. Kick it out to Adeline Chanty. Over to Issa Mia. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Madison Walker rips that down. That's what I like to see. Madison Walker owning the inside, owning every rebound. Anytime Madison's on the court, that ball goes up, Madison should be on it. That's what you want from your low post. Going inside to Madison Walker. Takes one dribble, no good. Rebound by Saunders, goes back up, no good. Rebound, but she was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Banks has been running that backdoor fake shot pass play ever since before I've been broadcasting Banks games, going back to Brandon Bagley's early days. So Brandon Bagley, now head coach at Gaston. Nick Rizzo taking over for Brandon this year.
First free throw from Alex Saunders is good. I got that as her 16th point, unofficially. Second free throw on the way, make that 17 points. 43-26, the lead is 17. 6:43 to go in the final quarter. Abby Zaraski has it left wing. Up to Lily Zaraski. Now it goes down the corner to Issa Mia. On top to Zaraski. Back to Zaraski. Over to Mia. Right wing, work it over to Cosette Mia, no good, and rebound coming down to Madison Bigsby, controlled by Haley Evans with 6:17 and counting to go in the final quarter. Braves lead it by 17. Janasek to Bigsby, puts the ball on the deck, one dribble off to Janasek, over to Madison Walker, inside, low block, no good. Rebound Saunders, out to Haley Evans, wide open three. That misses everything. Walker saves it to Saunders. She can't get it to go down. And so 5 opportunities, I think, there. And now we're going to get a full timeout by Riverdale as they get it across the timeline. And with under 6 minutes to go, we'll break away again. It's Banks 43, Riverdale 26. This is Banks basketball. You're listening to, it's brought to you by, or built by Jason Bonner Modeling. We'll be back after this from GorgeNet.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the game. Lady Braves leading it by 17, 43-26. Timeout was called by Riverdale to set something up, and we'll see what they did. Abby Zaraski has the ball, running the show from the left wing. That's where they seem to like to set up shop, is over the left wing, not up top. They like to do it from the left wing. Now the ball's in between the circles. They get it off to Cosette Mia. She goes back in between the circles, now going to drive inside. Nope, kick it back out to Chanty, and she hits it. Out of line Chanty. That's her first 2, and it's 43-28. Adeline Chanty, 2 points off the bench. Janasek has it left wing, inside to Madison Walker. Tries to go cross court, does. And they get it back on top to Haley Evans. Boy, that was a dangerous pass, though. Janasek back to Evans. Going to drive right side now. Almost lost the ball, gets it back inside to Madison Walker. Kick it out to Janasek, three-pointer. Oh, my gosh. I thought that was going to finally drop for Jocelyn Janasek. She normally hits those. She is deadly from out there. I'm just waiting for her to, like, just get hot again, and it just rimmed out. It's like, oh, my gosh. But foul is called on Adeline Chanty, so the Braves get it back. Rose inside to Madison Walker, going to go the other way. Rebound by Saunders, goes back up and in. Alex Saunders, nonstop scorer. And it's 45-28, back to a 17-point lead, back the other way. Missed lay-in for Riverdale, but they get the ball back. Get it out to Chanty. She lost it out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called. I think they're going to get Haley Evans, as both Evans and Chanty went to the court. And it is on Haley, unfortunately. 15 foul, no, it's got to be a 6 because there was 5 on Banks. 14 fouls on Riverdale. Second personal foul on Haley. Looks like it is the 5th. I thought it was 5 before. Back to the action. A near travel, but they get the ball off to for a three-pointer. Are you kidding me? By Issa Mia. And she's got 7 points unofficially. It's 45-31. Little run here for Riverdale. Still down by 14. They've been down by double digits pretty much the whole game. And here's a, I don't know what that was. Haley just lost the ball out of bounds. And Nick Rizzo is working the official down here to the near sidelines.
Travel.
I think he's got a point. Get the ball inside to Lily Zaraski. She puts it up off glass and scores. And
timeout.
We got a timeout on the floor, but I think it's going to be Riverdale calling the timeout.
Injured player, I think number 2.
That's Lily Zaraski, who
Left
just
ankle,
scored.
I think.
And coming up is coming back into the game for Riverdale is Adeline Chanty. 4 minutes right now left to go in the game. 45-33, Banks by 12. Little run for Riverdale. Rose has it. Now gets it off to Madison Bigsby. She throws it up and is fouled. That is McKenna King. I almost said McKenna, and it is McKenna. It's McKenna King. I always get her and Madison Bigsby confused. Sorry, Madison and McKenna. It's McKenna King. She's got 2 free throws coming up, and she sinks the first. The foul was called on Cosette Mia, her third. 15 foul on Riverdale. Second free throw for McKenna. Right through. NBC. Nothing but cord. 47-33, 14-point lead again for the Lady Braves. Abby Zaraski has it back out to Cosette Mia. Back over to Skowlich. Back to Cosette Mia. Going to drive inside, throw it up off the window, and are you kidding me? They're calling another blocking foul inside.
Tyler Rose
against one of the Braves inside, and it's Tyler Rose, the smaller defender against Cosette Mia. Cosette Mia stands all of 5'9", and Tyler Rose is 5'3". I don't like that guy.
Tyler Rose is the shortest player on either team.
Second free throw, rimming off, no good. Turns about fair play. And loose ball comes down to Alex Saunders. Here we go. Looking to go the other way, but gets it back out now as they'll reset the offense. Crowell has it right side in the corner off to Saunders. Going to drive baseline. Get over to the other corner now to Graham. Back to Saunders. Down low. Back to Graham out high. And leave it for Haley Evans with 3:09 and counting to go in the game. Haley going to drive left side. Now throws it back out on top to Crowell. Over to Graham. Inside for McKenna King. Throw it up. Oh, ribbon off. No good. Rebound comes down to Cosette Mia. Here comes Riverdale. Mia has it in the backcourt. She brings it up this time. Cosette Mia. Backs it out. Three-pointer on the way. Ribbon up. No good. Rebound Haley Evans. 2:45 and counting to go. Banks leading it 47-34. Everybody back this time. Haley has it. Going to go towards the left side. Now back over to the right. Now back it out. Inside now to McKenna King. Around the defense. Oh, threw it up. Didn't want it. Ball goes out of bounds to Riverdale. Turnover. 2:29 to go in this game. Lady Braves lead by 13. Checking back the game for the Lady Mavericks, Sadie Meeker-Klingel. Zaraski has it out high. Again, no, to the left wing. Off to Cosette Mia. Up high, now going to drive inside. Thought about it, stolen away. Ball's loose, and it is last touched off of Olivia Skowlich. And Banks will get the ball back. Nice hustle initially by Alex Saunders again. Haley Evans will bring it up with 2:10 and counting to go in the game. Braves leading it by 13. Get the ball in the corner to Emily Graham. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Saunders, goes up. She is fouled. Draws the foul. Boy, these guys, I think this officiating crew, Trevor, I think they're mistaken. I think they think that they get paid by the hour, but someone needs to tell them that they get paid by the game. We don't need to be here all night. It's only Wednesday, gentlemen. It's not Friday. There's not a weekend. Some of us do go back to work the next day.
Being an official last year, I did get some of the early season official emails, and I think there was actually a pay increase for officials this season, but with the lack of officials and having to work more games, I'd say it's probably deserving.
Yeah, absolutely deserving. And when they have to work 2 nights in a row.
Hope to get back to it as soon as possible. Yeah, it's like
there's a foul call. Nice idea by Haley to try and foul to block the shot, but she missed and got a piece of the arm, so they get her for that. Now that's a good call there. I see that. Third foul on Haley Evans. 17th foul against the Lady Braves. That's the first time they've reached 7 fouls in a half this game. 13 fouls either side right now. So every foul the rest of the way by Banks will put Riverdale at the line. And a free throw here is good from Abby Zaraski.
Yep.
Timeout called by Nick Rizzo. Just wants to, there's a 1:38 left to go in the game. It's like, leads down to 11. It was up to, I think, 18 or 17 at one point. And he's just like, all right, so let's settle down. Let's finish this strong right here. So a good teachable moment. We talk about this. Coaches, a lot of good coaches see this. Scott Ruick with Oregon State sees this all the time. Kelly Graves at Oregon. Every moment, even just because, whether you're up 30 points or you're up 3 points, there's always a teachable moment in a game. And right here's another one. It's like, hey, we were up by like 17, 18 points. This is the vantage point of Nick. This is what he's telling his team is that, and now it's down to 11. Let's settle down. Let's, remember what we want to do. Let's finish this strong. Is that how you see it, Trevor?
Yeah, Riverdale too. I mean, they hit a couple threes. They get this game back under single digits with still a minute plus on the clock. I mean, stranger things have happened, but not quite ready to call this game over yet. But another basket here by Banks, and I think that might be one of the things he's telling them is, guys, if we score right here, we can put this game away on this possession. Otherwise, if Riverdale comes down and hits a three or something, it's going to be a single-digit game. So.
Yeah, right now as it sits, Riverdale's outscored the Lady Braves 13-8 in the fourth quarter. Madison Bigsby has it. Cross court to Madison Walker. Now going to go cross court to Haley Evans. Steps inside, terminates the dribble off to Bigsby, out high. Madison Bigsby over to Haley Evans. Baseline, it goes to Saunders, moves in a great position and scores it. That was a good sequence right there and a good shot from Alex Saunders. 49-36, lead back up to 13. Three-pointer on the way from Zaraski. Rimming off, no good. Rebound, Madison Walker. Coming up on a minute to play here in the game. A little bit of full court pressure put up by Cosette Mia. Knocks Haley Evans to the floor.
They're calling it intentional.
And it's going to be an intentional foul, and that's a good call. Because that was just, although Cosette Mia did help her up, I don't know about that, though. You know what, as I think about it, I don't think that's a good call. Because that was not intentional.
They might reverse it because the official that initially made the call crossed his arms at the scores table.
Yeah, that's not a good call. That's not an intentional foul. And I'm glad that they got together and changed that because that is not an intentional foul. In fact, Cosette Mia, I'm gonna like get on there. She had great sportsmanship. She came up. She actually even said right away. I read her lips very clearly. It was right in front of us. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad." She did not even mean to. Yeah, I don't know how that guy could call that an intentional foul is beside me. That guy needs to go home and take a nap. That official, he's worked one too many games in a row. One too many days. Go take a nap. Free throw by Haley Evans is good. And you know what? And he was standing right there, too. It's like, did you not hear her say, "I'm sorry, my bad"? And you say intentional? What a joke. What a joke. Two free throws by Haley Evans. It's 51-36 with 60 seconds to go. Clock stopped there for a couple of seconds. Goes down to Issa Mia in the lane. Cross court to Sadie Meeker Klingels. No good. Rebound, Madison Walker. Lead back up to 15. And now actually we got a substitution. That's actually somebody that we don't have actually on the roster. I think that's actually Jocelyn's sister, the younger Janisek. I know that it's on the JV team. I don't have the number. It's one of the JV players. Free throw is no good. It's number 2, which was Maggie Rose last year.
Well, number 2 for JV is Julia Rizzo, but is that Jade? Okay, it is.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Jocelyn's sister,
it's Jade,
which is Jade Janisek. JJ times 2. Jade back to the free throw line. and missed the second free throw. Rebound coming down to Riverdale. It's Lily Zaraski, and we're going to get a foul against Riverdale. 36.7 seconds to go, a 15-point lead. And no, they didn't call foul. It's just Banks basketball. Banks was actually back to play defense, and they're like, hey, it's white ball. Jade will inbound it to Emily Graham. Her three-pointer is off, no good, but rebound comes down to Jade. It's no good. She gets the rebound again, loses the ball, and Abby Zaraski picks it up. Here comes Riverdale back the other way. Zaraski pulls it out to Kosiet Mia. A long three and hits it. Holy smokes, that was Dame range all the way. That's about 25 feet, 51-39 with 14 seconds to go. Riverdale still playing hard. They're bringing it. Three-pointer or two-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound coming down to Mia. It gets it ahead to Abby Zaraski. To Cosette Mia. Lays it up off the glass and in. And it's a 10-point game, and that's how it's going to end. So the final score not indicative of how this game went, as Riverdale makes a run here in the end to make it a little bit more respectable at the end. But Lady Braves do get the win. They go to 12-0, but need to tighten some things up and clean some things up before Friday's big game with Corbett, because that's going to be a step up when you're playing the third-ranked Corbett Cardinals. We will take a quick break and be back. We've got a couple more bills to pay here, and then we'll wrap it all up on a wrap-up show and get on out of here for tonight. Final score, it is the Banks Lady Braves 51 and the Riverdale Mavericks 41. You've been listening to Lady Braves basketball. We've got the post-game wrap-up coming up after this from EconoFab Pole Buildings.
Hey Brave fans, this is Chris Lyda, the voice of the Braves, here to tell you about EconoFab Buildings. EconoFab is a third-generation family-owned and operated pole building company located right here in Brave Country. EconoFab has been in business for almost 50 years, constructing shops, garages, and barns. I had them build my two shops, and as a satisfied and repeat customer, I'm here to tell you that EconoFab puts the fab in fabulous. Go visit them online at econofabbuildings.com.
In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164.
Back here to Banks High School, the final score, they've already wiped the score off the scoreboard. It's a good thing I wrote it down this time. 51-41. Banks actually led 39-23 after three quarters. So that time, 18 points in the fourth quarter for Riverdale, and quickly 12 points for Braves. So the Braves did score double figures in the quarter again, but that time they let Riverdale outscore them in the fourth quarter. But Riverdale, that's a good team, and we talked about it. You know, they do have a good team. They started off the season 6-0, and they lost 3 of their last 5, but they still won 2 games. And it's interesting that all their 8 wins have come against 3A competition, and their 3 losses were against 2A competition. But tonight, I think it's tonight. You know, we didn't really see. You know, the final score is going to look, oh, wow, Banks only won by 10 points. But they honestly, they didn't play their starters the whole game long. They played a lot, got to play a lot of young players. I mean, if Banks wanted to, they could have played the full court pressure defense a lot more. They could have played their starters a lot more. But I think I think there was really what they did, Trevor. What I really believe, as I just thought about it now, I think they were resting some of the starters, knowing that there's a big game on Friday night.
Well, based on what we saw from Riverdale tonight, I know we haven't seen Corbett, we haven't seen Niakani. I think Riverdale is more the team that we saw in the later stages of this game. I still think Banks is a better team than Riverdale, than what they showed. Based on what they showed in the first quarter, but Banks has made everybody look worse than they are with that full court press that they come out with to start each game. But I still think that it's going to be Banks, Corbett, and Riverdale as the top three teams likely to the playoffs. Niakani might have an outside chance, but coming up out of the 2A level, despite being a playoff team at the 2A level for the last few seasons, I think Niakani is going to be just a little bit under talented to get to the playoffs as a 3A basketball team. But I still think Niakani's better than Rainier, Warrenton, and some of those teams at the bottom. Yamhill Carleton having a really down year this year. Right now at the bottom of the league, I think 5-7.
Well, it's 12-0 is the record for the Banks Lady Braves, and 1-0 in Coastal Range League play. That is going to put the wraps on this Wednesday night edition of Lady Braves basketball. We thank you for tuning in and listening to us. The next broadcast is going to be Friday night, right here, same time, 7:30. We'll get started. Try to get started about 7:15 or 7:20. It depends on when the boys' game wraps up. The boys are going to play at 6 o'clock. Trevor, that you're going to be on the air at 5:45 or 5:45 with a little bit of pregame there, and then we'll do the same thing that we did this time. Trevor will handle the play-by-play for the boys at 6. I'll do some color and stats, and then we'll flip places for the girls starting at 7:30 and try to do a little bit of pregame right there about 7:20. We'll hope you'll join us for Friday night for Corbett. But one more item of business here tonight. We still have our Oregon Army National Guard Heroes of the Game. Did we decide who it was for the boys?
I thought Dylan Jansen. He had 10. Was the only other double-figure scorer for Banks outside of Ben Mayo, and Ben Mayo's had it at least once already this season. So.
Well, and the same thing I think for the girls is you don't always have to be the leading scorer to earn the award. And Alex has won it a couple of times. I would give it again to Alex. I just love watching her play out there. But I was really impressed with the play inside of Madison Walker. I thought she was really key inside. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, but baby steps. Definitely seeing a lot of improvement from Madison. My vote for the girls' Oregon Army Hero of the Game is Madison Walker.
Yeah, she still had some misses close in at the rim, but I thought she played a lot better offensively tonight than what we've seen earlier in the season. Again, we weren't with the team at the last two tournaments, but based on what we've seen compared to the first couple weeks of the season, I think she's shown a lot of improvement, at least tonight.
And I think that's going to do it, unless you have any final thoughts. All right, well, our final score again here tonight, it was 51-4.
Oh, yeah, just one score. We didn't get a chance to get many scores in tonight, but do want to congratulate Corbett. They finally got off the schnoz tonight and beat Warrenton. Warrenton also with a new head coach this year. Keita Smith, formerly an assistant at Seaside. Corbett boys beating Warrenton tonight 60-42. First victory of the season for the Corbett Cardinal.
And, of course, once again, the Banks boys winning tonight over Riverdale in a really sloppy game that saw more than 30 turnovers in that game. Banks winning it
40-26.
Thank you, 40-26. And tonight, the Lady Braves, they score more than the boys do as they win it 51-41. Final score a lot more closer than it really was, as this one was pretty much over by halftime, third quarter. Banks again playing a lot of younger players and just a chance to, I really think, rest some of the starters for Friday night. But that's going to do it. We hope you'll join us again Friday night. Going to be a big game. Number 1, Banks Lady Braves. Number 3, Corbett Cardinals. It should be epic if you're going to come out to watch the game. You'll want to get here early. I remember the playoff game. Corbett, they travel really, really well. So I expect this place to be packed Friday night. I expect it to be a playoff atmosphere, even though it's just the second game of league. And so it should be fun. You got two teams that were 4A schools last year playing in the same league. This is going to be a fun rivalry, and this is going to be a fun game Friday night. So we hope you'll join us here. If you can't be here, we've got the game for you right here, and join us. It's going to be a Friday night party for sure. For Trevor Beard, I'm Jonathan Lee. So long. Have a great night.
Thanks for watching this broadcast of Banks High School Athletics. On Westside Mobile Media, this presentation is sponsored by Jason Bond Remodeling, Jim's Market, Sarah Hesselman Premier Property Group, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, LaHaye's Custom Embroidery, Banks Post Newspaper, Wana Credit Union, Main Street Pizza, Scoggins Creek Coffee, Specialty Screen Printing, GorgeNet ISP, Econofab Pole Buildings, In Likeness of You, and Oregon Army National Guard. This has been a production of Westside Mobile Media.